Everyone, yeah, I'm back and I'm not on camera and I decided not to give y'all a blackout, but at least y'all can see this headboard in my arm. But anyways, I'm just gonna get into it. What do I want to say? I want to talk about, I think I'm gonna name this trap thoughts. It's so funny how things work because I just started watching this new show. Well, it's not a new show, it's on Netflix. And I just started watching it, I want to say on Sunday night. But I wrote Trap Thoughts last week. But I didn't know what was going to be the content. Like, have it in my head to process it or whatever before I bring it to you guys. But everything works accordingly. It's so funny. And today I was just like, yeah, let me look at my little title and everything. I was like, oh wow, I just saw that movie because I saw the show, and I'm like, that goes perfect with Trap Thoughts. So the thing with Trap Thoughts, a lot of times we trap ourselves with our own thoughts. We're our worst critic. We tend to what I want to say, help me spirit. I want to say, we build these false stories with us, or we've been through some past events and we still let it live within us. And it's embedded, it's a part of us. And then it begins to embed into our subconscious mind, which is to me a very serious situation, because your subconscious mind is I want to say deeper. What I want to say is that it's more powerful than your conscious mind. Okay, so those things that's embedded within us, those thoughts. So I'm gonna get into the movie. Y'all, I love to give examples. I love magic. Like, I love looking at like enchantment. I'm into Marvel, DC, all of this stuff, superpowers or whatever. I'm a kid at heart, okay? So I like to look at things that's beyond this natural world, to say, or what we think is common or whatever. I just like to live with an open mind and of positive possibilities, okay? So I was like, well, let me get into this show and see what's going on. So I got so caught up into this show. I sat there, I think I watched up to 4 episodes. I had to literally make myself go to bed. And this particular episode, this guy, he's a magician and he's in school to learn more his skills and everything else, and get help on it. So in this particular episode, the guy he went from being in school to where he was at this psych ward, this psych hospital. And different people at the school played a different part in being in this scene with him, to where he actually thought, he was like, no, this can't be real. This cannot be real. This is all fake and everything. And the more he kept trying to convince that it wasn't real, the more they kept showing him this is real. Well, coming to find out that, and he was just like, no, this can't be real. And they was like, you never went to magic school. He was trying to show them magic. It didn't work. And it was just like, he didn't know what to do. So that was a time traveler, one of the guys that was like connected in the dream. And so they sent him in to wake him up, to tell him, hey, you got to wake up. You're right. This is somebody put a spell on you and you need to get up. This is all in your mind. This is all in your mind or whatever. And so he was like, no, this got to be real. And he was like trying to hit him and tell him, no, this is not real. And so when a guy hit him, he realized like, okay, he's talking to me. He's real, and everything else. And so the guy he came back to him. They told him, like the dean of the magic school told him to go back in and tell him that we can't help him. He's going to have to figure it out. So the guy went back into travel within his dream, and he told him, he say, look, this is all this illusion that's going on. All of this you're creating with your mind. You're no longer in a psych ward. You're no longer, he was like, the only way that this stuff can disappear and you get out of this trap is that you find a way and control your mind to know that this is a illusion. This is not real. And so once the guy came and told him that, the scenes of the different people started to disappear. And he was able to come up out of that spell because someone put a spell on him for him to not to wake up or whatever. And so that's what I wanted to talk about, is that our mind is so powerful. No matter what people may want to put on you or whatever, like it says, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Okay, it may form, but it's not going to prosper against you. That's what you have to understand. And the things, that I realize is that, some things, because in the what I gather from the show was that people was placing different things on him and telling him it wasn't real. This is really your life. And some people, they will go in and they will tell you certain things like, oh, who you think you are? You know you can't achieve that, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. People who do that are dream crushers. And the reason why, I want to say they know better, but they don't know better because somebody spoke into their life like that. So they feel like then you ain't no better than them. And some people don't want to see you do better than them. But at the end of the day, I feel like the Most High has given us the ability to create what we want. And a lot of times that people do that, I notice they're weak people. They're weak-minded people. I never met anybody who was successful and really spoken to other people negatively. I've seen successful people who was secure within themselves speak life and say, yeah, you could do this. Like, it's nothing for you to do this, if you notice. And like I remember hearing Jay-Z say that on Masterclass that his uncle, he was so excited about a rap, and he told his uncle about it. Like, he was excited to share with his uncle. His uncle was like, yeah, that's cool, but you'll never be better than LL Cool J. He was like, in my mind, I was like, that's kind of cold for his uncle to say that, but he was just saying like his uncle didn't know no better. He was like, somebody didn't speak into his life or something, and show him something different. So he felt like he didn't have a change. However it was said or whatever, but it resonated with me because I was like, man, I've had so many people to say these negative things about me, or to say what I couldn't achieve or what I wasn't going to achieve. And those same people, they weren't even successful or whatever. They was just getting by. They couldn't see greatness because they couldn't see greatness within themselves. So you can't expect somebody to think of you on this pedestal when they can't see it for themselves. Like, it's kind of sad that it's like that, instead of saying, well, you know what, I may not have a shot, or not even to say that, like, if you still have life, you could still achieve. But some people, they mind hold them back, and you don't want your mind to hold you back from what's great. You could change that. You don't let your mind control you. You control your mind. And what I do is I think of the things that people say, and I would turn it. I would turn it around. I would speak life into those words. Like, if someone say, you're not going to be great, you're right, I'm going to be extraordinary. And I have had to tell people like face to face, and it's sad that it was older people saying, oh, you're not going to do this, or girl, you're going to have 5 kids, you're going to be living in a project or whatever with 5 different daddies. And it's just like, who are you? I always knew that wasn't my destiny. I always knew that I was tied to greatness, and you have to block it. You have to mentally block it and not make it your story. When you hear negativity and it's not resonated to your greatness, you block it and say, that's not my story. My story is this. This is my story. And it's so funny because a lot of people that have said other things to me, when they see me now, they was like, girl, you really grew up to be something totally different. And you could really see your life is just different from what I thought it was. They had to come back and tell me that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's okay. You don't make it. You don't allow negativity and say, you know what, they right. I can't do this because, I have more belief in what they say than I have in me. No, that's a damn lie. Know that you're the creator. Know that God placed great things in you, and know that you can achieve whatever you want. It doesn't matter what kind of home you was brought in, who was your parents, or what they've done. A lot of times you can't move forward because you carrying all of the packages that you're weighing yourself down. Can you just imagine, like, each thing that you have attached to you is a bowling ball. A bowling ball is heavy as hell. So can you just imagine trying to lift off and trying to fly with bowling balls attached to you, on each side of you? Like, you could elevate faster if they wasn't attached to you. Get rid of the bowling balls that's holding you down, keeping you from where you need to go. You got to clip them. It's just one of those things. And you fly with balloons instead of bowling balls. That's just how I see it. That, at this point, if you feel like you don't have nobody that's like in your corner that can speak life, I'm speaking life to you now. I believe in you. I may not know you personally, but it don't matter. But I feel like if you're watching this video, we're connected already. And I'm just saying, like, it's just one of those things that I just feel like by me watching that show, it really helped me to understand about my inner thoughts and everything else. Like, you know what? That's false evidence of fear, false evidence appearing real. You're creating all of this. So if you create a whole nother story, hey, it can be believable. If you're going to create something that's greater. Create something that's positive. Create something that's going to make you feel good and that it resonate with you. Even though you may not feel like, oh, I'm this way right now or whatever. I may not be a millionaire. Start feeling yourself being a millionaire. What would you be like if you was a millionaire? That's just like people were saying, they did an experiment. Like what people saying that, what if you had a new spouse and everything, and you feel like that they was giving you all of this, what would you do? They was like, oh, I would do this for my spouse. I would do this. It's like, well, what about the person you already with? Why don't you start putting that energy into the person and appreciate the person that you already have that you call your husband or your wife? And so the people really, it resonated with them, and they took that advice, and they marriage healed from that. So what I'm saying is that if you start telling yourself like, man, if I'm already a millionaire now, don't say when I get to be a millionaire or when I get money, I'm going to do this. No, I already get in the feeling of it and visualize yourself that, okay, if I picture myself this and I'm starting to feel this energy and I'm starting to act like this or whatever, be giving now. I give. I'm not a millionaire, but in my mind, I'm like, I have a millionaire mindset. So if I decide that I want to like bless somebody with a bigger tip or something, it makes me feel good because I'm already putting myself in a different energy that, okay, I am a millionaire. Not that I'm going to be a millionaire. I act accordingly. So that's how you want to be, Even like, how do millionaires live? How do they keep their closets? If you had a mansion, how would your closet be? How would your house be? What kind of food would you eat? Oh, I hear people say all the time, if I had the money of Oprah or whatever, I lose this way. I hire the chefs. I would do this and that. I would hire a nutritionist or whatever. Okay, well, why don't you start off by buying quality food? At the grocery store, start learning how to cook the food, or one day treat yourself to a chef, or whatever. Save your money up and treat a chef and invite that chef over to cook for you. If that's something healthy that you want to do, you're already putting yourself in that energy, so that's all I really have to say is like, Trap Thoughts Tuesday and everything. You could change your mindset and elevate your energy. I want to hear from you guys and let me know what do you think of the video. Until then, I shall holla.